107.3 FM. This is Alfred.
Good evening, this is Alfred from Shaftesbury, and we're now in the middle of a yellow weather warning, a rain warning issued by the Met Office, effective until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. That's for Shaftesbury and the surrounding villages, but when you go south of Fontmell or west of Marnhull, it becomes an amber rain warning for really heavy rain. We've got the very latest from our weatherman, Ash Jury, this Monday evening. He's been checking the radar. It seems we're going to get a lot of rain overnight in Shaftesbury, and there is a risk of flooding.
I fully expect that some of the amber warnings for flooding will go red again.
When's the heaviest rainfall going to happen, do you think?
So I think personally between, I would say, the early hours of the morning, so sort of for 1 o'clock right through to sort of 4 or 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, I think quite widely we can expect 40 to 50 millimetres of rain overnight. But locally, we could see 60 to 80 millimetres as well over higher ground, which of course will include Shaftesbury. So there is an awful lot of rain that is going to fall, and on saturated ground, the rainfall's just going to have nowhere to go. So I fully expect flooding to be an issue.
So 80 millimetres, that's over 3 inches. That is a lot of rain coming down.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're looking at sort of, rather than sort of like we've had in the past, that rain amounts have been sort of outbreaks, sort of intermittent sort of rain. This is going to be heavy and persistent rain, which means the rainfall is not on flooded roads and all the rest of it. Sometimes it was able to recede a little bit before the next lot came. This is just going to keep adding and adding to the problem. So, yeah, I think flooding is going to be a major issue.
When do you think this is going to peter out? When will it go dry again above Shaftesbury? Tomorrow, Tuesday?
So I think that we should be out of the rain by about 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Of course, I will keep you guys updated on that. But I am expecting showers tomorrow, Tuesday, as well. So that's not going to help matters either. I don't think they'll be overly heavy, but there might be quite a lot of them. So it's just something that I need to keep an eye on as well, because, again, it's just not going to help the situation.
Anything on the horizon for later in the week? I mean, there's been talk about, certainly the north of Scotland, they're talking about snow. I mean, that's an awful long way away. Anything like that, or any weather events here?
I don't think there'll be any snow down here this time, unfortunately, folks, because the jet stream is literally throwing these storms at us one after another at the moment, as we've already seen over the last few days. I think this basically what's happening in the north is the cold air has come across from the east. And I did mention the beast of the east, and it was only a probability. That's only going to be the case in Scotland, northern England, because here in the southwest we have the westerly flow, we have milder air. And so basically what happens is there's a battleground further north. So there you could see some significant snowfall up in Scotland, as you've mentioned. But down here, I think it is going to be rain. There is a possibility, and I'm only saying it is a possibility, that temperatures may start to cool down a little bit by the end of the week. I'm unsure of that at the moment. The models, again, there is a lot of uncertainty around it.
But there could be more rainfall at the weekend, so the saturated ground's going to have to take even more.
Yes. So this is why I'm mentioning this now, because we are going to go into a period of, we're going to see some consistent flooding with the amount of rainfall that we've already had this year since the turn of the year. And it just keeps coming. And this is all down to the jet stream. The jet stream is throwing everything at us at the moment. And it's just going to keep coming until the jet stream moves, which I'm not seeing much of a move in the jet stream at the moment either.
Here's the latest. It's just gone 8:30 Monday evening from the Environment Agency, and a red flood warning remains in place for groundwater levels in the Ewan Valley. This evening, just after 8, the monitoring station at Ewan Hill Farm was reading 115 metres. Property flooding is possible at 114 metres, so there's an increased risk there. And they've reinstated the red flood warning for the Middle Stour from Hamoon down to Sturminster Marshall. Now at 8 this evening, the Stour was at 2.58 metres. Levels have fallen slightly. Properties are at risk in Hamoon of flooding at 2.9 metres. But as I say, with a heavy rain forecast overnight over the next few days, that could become a problem there. Onto the watercourses in Wiltshire, and there is an amber advisory to take action for the River Ebble and its tributaries. That's been reinstated for the river flowing east from Berwick to Alverdiston. Just after 8 o'clock, the Ebble was steady and normal at just over half a metre. There remains in place an amber advisory, again, to take precautionary action for the River Nadder and the River Sem and its tributaries. So watercourses basically from East Knoyle through the Don Heads east. The Nadder down at Tisbury, the only monitoring station we have access to, was high but steady this evening at 8 o'clock at just over 1 metre. The greatest local impact would be felt by the flood advisory for the Upper Stour, which covers most of the watercourses around Shaftesbury, the River Stour itself, of course, the Motcombe Brook, the Sturkle, the Shreen Water and the Loddon. The Loddon is currently falling and normal at 1.2 metres at Loddon Bridge. The Stour at Lenewborg Way is steady and normal. The Shreen Water is steady and normal, and the Motcombe Brook is rising at 0.18 of a metre, but currently within normal levels.